Liverpool are looking to target Benfica technical director Pedro Marques as owners FSG continue their restructure after Michael Edwards' return, according to reports. Former sporting director Edwards is returning to Liverpool and will spearhead the club's transition to a post-Jurgen Klopp era. Marques could follow Edwards after Liverpool return. Edwards spent over a decade at Anfield as performance director and sporting director before leaving in 2022 but has agreed to take up the role as chief executive of football for the club's owners Fenway Sports Group. Discussions began following the shock news in January of manager Klopp's departure at the end of the season, with further talks held in Boston earlier this month. Edwards will take over from FSG president Mike Gordon as the day-to-day decision-maker on football matters. Top of Edwards' to-do list will be appointing a new sporting director, who will then be responsible for recruiting Klopp's successor. And The Athletic now claimed that FSG is working on the move for Benfica technical director Pedro Marques in the latest step to build its new structure after Edwards' return. As revealed by The Athletic earlier this week, FSG want Edwards to oversee and secure a second club for the Americans' portfolio. And the latest report from David Ornstein and James Horncastle adds that Marques would help support Edwards with that. FSG is targeting Marques largely to provide his skills and expertise on such a project. The highly regarded Portuguese would be employed by the Boston-based company rather than Liverpool. Marques' vast experience in this area would be utilized to assist FSG in its search and then subsequent management of another team, which will mainly be used to attract global talent. He is known to Liverpool from their talks to sign Darwin Núñez from Benfica in 2022 and has ties to former Anfield sporting director Julian Ward. Steve McManaman, no advantage for any side in PL title race. Liverpool are currently competing for the Premier League title with the second-place Reds currently level on points with leaders Arsenal. But former Liverpool winger Steve McManaman doesn't think the Reds, Arsenal or Manchester City currently have an advantage in the Premier League title race. McManaman told Betfred, "To be very honest, I don't believe any of them have an advantage in the title race at the moment. There's the FA Cup games this weekend and then there's the international break, and it will give them all of the rest they need." Manchester City and Arsenal face each other at the Etihad on the 31st of March, so Liverpool have the opportunity to jump ahead of the pair of them. Manchester City then have Aston Villa, but if Aston Villa play anything like they did against Tottenham, then you think Manchester City should beat them quite comfortably, especially at the Etihad. Arsenal need to go away to Tottenham, Liverpool need to go to Manchester United and Everton, so I believe it's too tight for anyone to have an advantage. All the teams will drop points and it's not going to be like 2 or 3 years ago when Manchester City and Liverpool won every game from January until the end of the season. It won't be like that, especially when you consider that points will be taken off either, or both, Manchester City and Arsenal in a couple of weeks' time. I don't believe anybody's got a particular advantage at the moment.